Hi, I'm Casey. I am the founder and co-coach at Screen Acting School along with Donna-Marie Manning. Today, I am interviewing Carlos Diaz, who is a Mexican actor based in Canada. Carlos landed a lead role through a global search led by casting director Nina Gold for the feature film Conclave. Carlos appears opposite Rafe Fiennes, John Lithgow, Stanley Tucci, Isabella Rossellini, and Sergio Castellito. I worked with Carlos as his coach, and I am so proud to see his success. So when you messaged me to tell me about your booking, Carlos, you wrote, "Once upon a time, an architect dreamt of becoming an actor and dreamt of his feature films and an Oscar. Remember? Because of that, he got the role of a lifetime. And that's just the beginning." I do remember that. I remember coaching you on that once upon a time story. So the once upon a time process, for people who don't know, is how we help actors see their story in order to live their dreams. So reading that broke my heart in the best possible way.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to have this conversation with you and to the rest of the group. Yeah, it can be done. This character is so similar to me. This guy is a newcomer. Is a newcomer into an old boys club. Yes, they have asked me. So, how did you get here? Uh, have you done theater? No. TV? No. So how did you get here? So I knew there was something missing. There's something that I needed. So when I saw your workshops and you talked about the once upon a time strategy to address your goals and your plan, to have a plan, just like every character has an arc in the story, make your own story, right? So then say, yes, this is what I need. This is what I need. I can have a bunch of tools. If I don't have an idea what to build, then I just have a bunch of tools in boxes and that's it. I'm not really using them, right? Even rehearsing in Rafe's apartment a couple of times, Rafe would remind me some basic things about breathing. In this scene, this paragraph is the most precious, so you have to be careful. So these kind of things that sometimes, I mean, is intimidating, me sitting just across Ray Fiennes and with Edward Bergen on one side, and then Peter Straub, the script writer, also an Oscar nominee, on the other side. So the three of them, okay, now deliver. Oh, come on. I get nervous because you're looking at me. So imagine. But one of the things I found also interesting is that all of us, we were nervous. John Lithgow and Isabella Rossellini, we were all intimidated about delivering our lines. Or John Lithgow, he had a big scenes also, a big argument in the middle of 150 people. I had to deliver a speech in front of 150 people. He had an argument with very heartfelt and very emotional in front of those 150 people in a different scene, and so on. So each of us had their own intense moment, right? And talking to them, I was surprised that they say, I'm scared. Like, really? You've been in this for 40 years, like still? So John Lithgow gave me a very good piece of advice. He said, stage fright is always there. It never goes away. Yeah. Only you learn how to manage it better. Yeah, it's been great. Everybody has been very, very generous with me, very patient. And that gave me more confidence.
I love that, Carlos. That's part of what I'm teaching, is to create yourself as the lead in your own life. So what you are talking about is profound. You can take that creation that you've made out of thin air and do miracles with it. And you have. Literally, you're playing a guy who believes in miracles, and you are a guy who believes in miracles. It's a beautiful story, Carlos. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, which can be scary too. And I made up my mind, is like, I'm with all of them are Oscar winners and Oscar nominees. I have to be Oscar worthy to be acting with them, or it's going to be a disappointment for everyone.
That's what you do. Small, smart, risky steps. And then you end up in Rome with Oscar winners, like you predicted when you wrote your Once Upon a Time story. Beautiful. So thrilled by this. I am so thrilled. And I'm so glad that you took the time to talk with me. And I'm going to say that's a wrap for us. And I will see you on screen.
The casting call came up like any other casting call, but they did that because they hadn't found the proper person, that Nina Gold, the casting director, who is fantastic, but that she thought would fit better the role and the rest of the cast. So I think it was the third round of casting when they found me, and it was like an open casting. The original was in the Philippines because the character is Filipino originally. Yes. Then they did another round, I think, in Europe, and then the last one was open to the rest of the world. Like, okay, whoever gets it, and they found me, and my coach gave me the right tools, the right indications to do the auditions, and that was fantastic.
And what was